Hi, we're live. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna flip this camera around so we can get started. Oh, good. Can you see me?
I can.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Let me just get over here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Grace Chon, and I am a professional animal photographer, which means I take photos for a living of dogs and cats and other animals for advertising agencies, magazines, celebrities, and fun stuff like that. So I've been doing this for about 9 years now, which is a long time, and I've picked up a lot of tips and tricks along the way, and I'm going to share some of these tips with you. So I'm here today with this adorable, adorable little dog, named Clem, who is so sweet, and she's going to help me model today and show you guys some tricks. So I think the iPhone and camera phones in general are amazing, and you guys can get absolutely amazing, stunning shots using your camera phones. In my personal life, I barely ever even use my big camera, as I call it, my DSLR. I almost always never pull it out when I take photos of my own pets or even when I travel, because I think the iPhone takes amazing shots. So we're going to learn how to do that today. The first step, I think, that's the key to all of this is find amazing treats to work with. So I have some treats in here that I'm going to bring out. Oh, and she is so ready. I almost always shoot with, she's so excited. I almost always shoot with these two treats, and the reason why I say tip number one is bring out the dog treats is because this is sort of a mix of dog photography / training. So we want to reward positive behavior, and when they're doing things that we like and cooperate and help us get the shot, as we call it in the industry, we pay the model. So she's really, really, really into food. I'm just going to give her a little tiny piece to see how she does. I've never really worked with Clem before, but this is just like a good intro to see it. Can you sit and stay? Can you look? Yes, very good. I break it off into little small pieces. I mean, like, this is bigger than a crumb, but it's not the whole thing. And the reason why I do that is just to keep them very motivated, very into what I'm doing, and they won't end up like a stuffed sausage at the end of the day, so they're not going to be so full when you're done working with them. So the other thing is, sometimes treats make dogs a little bit crazy. So you guys know your pets best. We want them to be calm and easy to work with. So if bringing out treats is going to make your dogs too crazy, don't bring them out quite yet. But the whole point of the treat thing is just, it's like training. It's if they sit and they're calm and they listen to you, you pay them. You give them a little bit of treat, and then you get a flow going. So what you're going to do is they're going to be sit, calm, you take some pictures, and you pay them. They're sit, calm, you take some pictures, and you pay them. And you end up getting into a cycle where the dog understands what you're doing. Usually, most dogs get the hang of this in about 5 minutes, and then they'll sit and pay attention to you and be happy while they're working. The other reason why I use treats so much while I'm shooting is because it's really important that your dog stays happy and motivated. I never, ever, ever want to do something with a pet, with a dog or a cat, that they don't want to do. So the treats really, really keep them happy and motivated. The other treat that let me talk about the two treats that I use. This is, what is this? This is just organic chicken. She wants more. And this is just freeze-dried steak. And when you use treats, you want to use something that's really high reward. If I had the choice between choosing a cracker and a delicious steak, I'm going to pick the steak. And it's the same with your dog. You want to use really high reward stuff on them so that they're like, what is that? I want more. Ooh, it's like doggy crack. I call this Stella and Chewy's doggy crack because I haven't met a dog that doesn't like this. And yes, Clem is ready. So, Clem, you're sitting. Can you give me a shake? You're going to lay down? Okay, good. So she's calm, she's sitting, she's paying attention to me, and I'm going to pay her. Good job. Since we're doing holiday photos today, I have a bag of lots of really cute props. Like I said, I've never really worked with her, and I'm not sure how she's going to do with this. So you're going to use treats as a motivation to keep them wearing the props. So let's start with something really easy, like a hat. I'm going to put it on you. What do you think? Do you like it? Can you look up? Look up at me. Look up, look up, look up. Good. Good. Okay, so she did really good. You guys might have noticed, I don't even have my phone out at this point because a lot of this is just getting them used to the props and to just working. So sit. She's acting a little crazy. Calm down. Good. Good girl. Okay, good. Now, let's try something a little bit harder to do than a hat. Oop, okay. You're getting so excited. You're getting so excited. Here, put the hat on. Put the hat on. Here you go. Here you go. Look, can we put this on? Okay, so she really, really likes the food. So if your dog is like this, like Clem, put the food away. You're gonna put the prop on them. Have her look up, and when she's calm, nope, you gotta sit. Good girl. When she's calm, pay. Okay, so I'm actually gonna get the phone. I just realized I left it over somewhere. Do you, PT, do you remember where?
Here.
Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on.
She found the treat.
I know, she found a treat.
Maybe she put them in the bag so she doesn't get them.
Thank you. Okay, so I just have my iPhone here. And let's put your hat back on. I'm putting the food away. The food is all gone now. Okay, we're going to put this back on. Okay, here, look up. Can you look up for me? Thank you. Thank you. Come here. Okay, come on. Come. I know you're looking for more food. The food is all gone. Whoop. Whoop. Hold on one second. Mailman. This is real life. Your pet probably will do the same exact thing, so you guys can see what to do. Okay, look. Okay, so now come over here. Come over here. Sit.
That was so crazy.
Sit. Good sit. Now I'm not going to pay you until you are calm and paying attention to me. So sit. Nope. Sit. Okay, we're going to put the hat on. Put the hat on. Okay. I know. Okay, now you can go playing. Okay, sit. 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 Good sit. Good sit. This is real life, you guys. Okay, Clem, ready? Okay, good. Good girl. Okay, good girl. Now, she's really into the food. Sit. Sit. She's really into the food. The other thing you can do with treats. Here, I'm going to give you this last piece. Okay? And we're going to just start all over again with no food. Okay? I'm kind of going back and forth because I'm trying to figure out what's the best with her. And she just got really riled up because of the mailman and all the food out. So let's get her relaxed. You always want to have your dog in a very calm, relaxed state. So you can always take them for a walk. There we go. Take them for a walk beforehand. Get their energy out. Get them really calm and relaxed. You're calm now. Good. Nope, you gotta lay down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Gonna put the hat on? Gonna put the hat on? Okay, good. Good girl. Okay. Okay. She's done. She's done. Can you lift her head? Okay, okay. Okay. Stop. Stop. Relax. Relax. Do you not want to wear the hat? Should we move on? If you're not into the hat, we're just going to move on. That's the other thing, is that if your pet is not into a prop, I think the hat's done. Move on, okay? That's my next tip, is we never want to force them to do anything. So because she's not into the prop, you could just do something really simple, like a cute little collar, and put that around them, okay? And the other thing to do now with food is you can control their eye line. What does controlling their eye line mean? It means, come over here. You're not going to get this until you listen. Good. Stay. You can use the food to direct where they're looking. So she can look up, she can look over, she can look this way, and you can put it right above your lens. And it looks like she's looking right into camera. Wait, and take some shots. Okay, so I'm getting some really cute shots right now. Fun. Do you want a treat? Good girl. And then you pay her. And then you do it again. And so that's what I mean about getting into the flow of taking photos. When she sits and she's calm, and she lets me take a few photos, I pay her afterwards. So I'm going to do that again just to show you guys. She's calm now. Good. Good. Let's, nope, stay. Good girl. I'm going to have you looking up this way now. Look up like a little angel. How cute are you? And you can go like this. I'm just controlling where she's looking. And then you pay. It's as simple as that. So you can use the treats to control the eye line and get them used to props. Now, the other thing I want to mention for my next step is to always make sure you're using natural light. Window light, natural light is always the best. When you put lights on, it tends to add like a really sickly yellow color cast to your images, which sort of for me is a dead giveaway that you took it with your iPhone or your smartphone. So if you want your images to look like really crisp and clean, turn the lights off, make sure you get good natural light. If you live in a really dark house, a really good tip is, see a window like this? You just put your dog in front of it, and then you shoot with the window light going on your dog, and that's always really beautiful, clean light. So we have lots of good natural light in here, and we're just going to keep going. You probably saw I was pressing a lot when I shoot, like, and that's kind of what you want to do when you're getting animal photos. That's the trick, is you don't want to just take one and be done. Try to take as many as you can, because most of the time the dog's going to be moving around a lot. So the more shots you take, the more shots that are usable that you're going to be able to get. So I'm going to actually show you some tips on how to get the photos once you have your model in place. So Clem, you're still looking for food. Food got you too excited, so I'm not going to give you any more treats. Okay, let's see if you can do this without food, because now you just want the cookies I brought, right? Okay, can you relax a little bit? You get relaxed? Oh, you hear something outside. Can you come lay down? Come lay down. Come lay down. Come on, honey buns. Look at your pretty bed. Here, come here. Can you come lay down? Lay down. Come lay down. Come lay down. Okay. 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 You can take photos like that. That's really cute. The food is all gone. The food is all gone. You are too food crazy, so we're not going to use food anymore. Good girl. Let's relax. Let's relax. Let's relax. Good girl. Okay, lots of positive affirmations, lots of positive reinforcement. You tell them they're good girl, help them relax, and it'll help you get better shots. Good girl. Okay. You're going to lay here and be in place with your pretty holiday collar on? Okay, good girl. Good girl. You're still looking for cookies. Okay, just wait. Just wait. Clem. She's finding like the little bits of cookies that are, the treats that are left here. Okay, okay. So now here's what we're going to do. No, this is not cookies. The other thing you can use for motivation is toys and squeakies. So if your dog's not into food, or your cat's not into food, which a lot of cats aren't, you can use little toys, you can use their favorite things to get their attention. So, okay, come on. Here, look. Look what I have. You see that? Do you like squeakies? I get these. They're just a strip of little squeakies, and they're really great because you can hide it in your hand while you're shooting, and it helps get really cute expressions. Like Clem is giving me some really, really cute faces right now. So what I'm going to do, come here, look. What is this? Come here. Come get it. Good girl. Come get it. Go get it. Okay, I have her. Good. She's looking right at me. Okay, now what you want to do on your phone to get a really good shot is use your finger to tell the phone where you want it to focus. When you're getting an animal photo, the focal point is always the eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. So what you want to do is when she's looking right at the lens, just tap your finger on the eye. Your iPhone's going to focus right on there, and there she goes before I got a shot. Let me give you another tip. You need lots of patience when you're doing animal photos because it's so unpredictable. They never do what you think they're going to do or want them to do, and you got to just go with it. If you get frustrated and upset, believe me, they're going to know you're frustrated and upset, and it's not fun for them. So it's really just about keeping it really fun and really positive for the pet. Otherwise, they're never going to want to do this with you again. You always want to have a really positive association with everything. So, can you look up? You're so over this.
She's not like toys.
You're not into toys. You're really into food, and now you just keep looking for food. So if you guys have a pet that is super, super, super food motivated, you might want to wait a little bit before you actually bring out the food on the day of your shoot. And this kind of prep work where you're getting used to looking at the treat and getting them used to props, you might want to do that like a day or two before and work with them doing that so that on the day that you're actually trying to get the shot, you don't have a model that's super just focused on getting food and not interested in paying attention to you. So she's still looking for my food. I'm going to just take a minute. Sorry guys, I wish I could fast forward this, but we're going to just take a minute. Get her relaxed. Hi. Oh, thank you. Are you relaxing? Okay. Yeah, you gotta relax. Okay, you got a little crazy there with the food. Okay? Okay, we always want to keep their energy nice and calm. That's a really big tip. Yes, she's starting to relax a little bit. Good girl. Good girl. Mwah. Yes, I love you too. Mwah. Good girl. Good girl. And we're gonna try this again. Okay? So, like I was saying, you want to use your finger to pick where the focal point is. and then just shoot a lot. You don't want to just shoot one or two. Try to shoot as many as you can while your dog is paying attention to you so that you can go back and look at the photos and pick the best one, because I guarantee they're probably going to be moving. Some are going to be blurry. Some, you know, they're not looking where you want them to look. The eyes aren't in focus. So take a bunch and then you can go back and review and pick the one where the eyes are nice and sharp and the light looks really good. And then if your dog is, you know, you get into the flow of paying and shooting, and your dog is really good about just sitting there, what you can do is then just start varying your angle. So
Where can you purchase the squeakers?
oh, where can you purchase the squeakers? I found these at pet stores. I think they're on Amazon now. I was looking. But these are so helpful. I love them because they're really small. And so you can keep the element of surprise when you're shooting with the pet, because sometimes they don't even realize it's in your hand. And she's looking at me now. So, look. Hi. Taking pictures. Look. Look. Look right here. Take a lot of pictures. And what I was just saying is, what you can do is, if your dog is sitting and being chill and calm, you can do close-ups. You can go wide. You can shoot from below. Try different angles and just, you know, just for a different point of view and just to get a totally different shot. So she's sitting here. So I'm going to work with her, okay? So she's sitting here and she's calm. Let's just go with this, okay? Hi, Clem. Hi. Now you're looking right at me. Hi, honey. Now this. Oh. Okay, so I think there's a lot of mailmans outside right now. Maybe it's holiday season, lots of Christmas cards. So she keeps running away before I can get the shot. This is totally normal. You guys are seeing probably what happens a lot with your own pets when you're trying to shoot them, which is why it takes a lot of patience and just a lot of constant praising them, giving them treats when they're doing what you want, taking away the food if it makes them too crazy, and again, just work with them, okay? If they don't want to do it, take a break and come back, because we always want to make sure that they're happy and they don't get a negative association with all the stuff you're trying to do with them, okay? So, we're going to try this again. Okay? Clem. Clem. Clem, all the food is gone now. All the food is gone. Good. Can you lay down and relax? Why don't I give you a massage? Why don't I give you a little massage? Okay? And we're going to get you relaxed and taking some more photos. Okay. She's getting a little bit more relaxed. So now the other thing you can do to get their expression. If your dog is sitting, paying attention to you because you have the treat and you're controlling their eye line and doing all things, cats too, the next thing you want to do is give them the element of surprise. One really easy way to do that, like I mentioned, is with this. So say they don't know you have this. If they're looking at the camera, you can squeak. Or you can make a really funny sound. So she's, I'm sorry you guys, she's just so not into me right now because she's looking for food. But let's see. I'm gonna, no, there's no more food. Can you sit? Good girl. Good. Good. She thinks I have food in my hand. Good. You're looking right at me. Okay. Take some pictures. Try making a crazy sound with your mouth. And I'm just snapping away while she's looking. I'm going to move up. Turn the... See how she looked up? A lot of times dogs do the cute little, you know, head tilt, which is really cute. Try meowing. Got the head tilt. I've learned how to make some really crazy sounds over the last 9 years doing this. But if you guys can't make these sounds, which I don't blame you if you couldn't, you could also try downloading an app that, you know, that does crazy animal noises. I have apps with cats meowing, with lions, I mean dogs barking, all that helps. So duck sound always works. So good. If she wasn't so food crazy, what I would do after that, because she's sitting so perfect and calm right now and looking at the camera, I would pay her. Food makes her crazy, so I'm not going to do that. But just so you guys know, she was very calm. I got a lot of good shots. Pay, and you do it again, and you keep doing it again. So let's try a different prop, just so we can have some variation. Do you think we can go back to this? Can we go back to this? You're really cute. You're so cute. Look up. Look up.
Will you post some of her photos afterwards?
I will totally post some of these photos. They're not the best, but you guys can also go look on my Instagram. I just posted a photo of my dog that I took right before I got here, and I did it just at home with my iPhone and with some funny props. So, Clem. Oop. She's getting really nice and calm now. You guys know your dog, so if your dog is too food motivated, again, just start without the food. Or like I said, try doing a prep day a day or two before and get them used to this whole idea of camera and hat and all that stuff. So ready? Hi. Good girl. You are so pretty. I'm going to click, get my focal point on the eyes on the phone and shoot a couple more. Hi, good girl. And then lots of good girls. Good girl. And then what I do is after I shoot a little bit, I take a break just to keep it really fun and positive. Okay, so no food. You're going to get lots of belly rubs and scratches. And yeah, you're a good girl. You are such a good girl. Clem, you are being broadcast to all these people today. You're kind of famous. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. Okay, so since she's pretty calm now and she's gotten used to the idea of no F-O-O-D, I'm going to see if I can get her in front of here. Just take a couple more in front of the tree so you guys can see. So I think I've pretty much gone over all the tips at this point. It's, you know, use high reward treats to motivate them. If they're too crazy about food, you can prep before. You always want to use natural light when you're shooting. Try to turn off all the lights because light bulbs make photos look really yellow. Shoot a lot. Shoot a lot. I don't think I could have had the career I had if I was shooting film because that would be way too expensive. The real secret to animal photography is just take a lot of pictures because they're always moving. They're always doing unpredictable things, and you just want to shoot a lot so that you make sure you get the shot that you want. And then try to keep the element of surprise while you're photographing them. If you get them into a spot and they're really getting into the groove of working with you and they're looking at you, you can make a funny sound with your mouth. You can squeak a little toy you have in your hand. You can use a sound on an app and just try to get them to tilt their head or make a funny face at you.
What do you recommend doing for shooting dark-haired or black dogs?
Okay, that's a really good question. The question was, what do you recommend with shooting black dogs or cats? I have a black dog, and I understand how it's really, really hard. So definitely you want to make sure you have good natural light, because if it's a dark room, your dog is just going to be a big black blob in the photo. The trick of using window light to shine really nice natural light on them always helps a lot. And so does the trick of actually picking your focal point with your finger, because what happens is it tells your smartphone to focus on that dark thing and it'll lighten up everything else in the background. Oftentimes, if you don't do that, what happens is if your dog is in the shot or your cat is in the shot and you don't tell the camera where to focus, the whole thing ends up looking really dark. And then your dog or cat is just a dark black blob in the frame. But if you select, watch, can you see this? Can you see this? Like, it's a dark tree, and so the whole shot is kind of dark, but if you click on it, everything's sort of lightened up a bit. Same concept with your dark pets. So hopefully that'll help you guys. That's what I do with Zoe, who's my black dog, and I usually end up getting some pretty good smartphone photos with her. So Clem is nice and calm now, so let's try this again. Clem, can you come here?
Trying to get the treats.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good girl. Good girl. Stay there. Okay, you look tired. What cute little okay. Oh, a little elf hat. Should we try this? Let's see. Let's see. I know, if you don't like this, we don't have to do it, but oh, okay, this is ridiculous. Good girl. I'm going to praise you with words, not food, because that makes you crazy. So good girl. Good girl. I'm going to come around. Let's try to get this tree in the background. And oh, you can put your head down. Okay, that's the other thing. Follow your animal, okay? If your animal's laying down, go with it. So I'm going to put my finger on her face, and there is no more food in there, girlfriend. I promise you ate it all. Okay, see it looks kind of dark. I'm going to put my finger right there. It lightens it all up, and then click, click. Look up. Good. Eye up. Clem. You can say their favorite words. Do you have a favorite word? Do you want to go outside? Look at the eyes. Can we go outside? Do you want a treat? Clem, treat. Meow. Okay. So, I think you guys get the hang of this, right? The tips are pretty easy to follow. At the end of the day, you're going to go back into your camera roll. you're gonna have a ton of photos. What do? How do I edit them? I have two apps that are my absolute favorite. One is called Afterlight, and it's 99 cents in the App Store, which it's only 99 cents, but I really, really like it a lot. I use it on a lot of my photos. I like it because you can actually do all the typical stuff you can do, like brighten, contrast, sharpen, but you can also go in and affect the color of the highlights and the shadows. So sometimes if I shoot in a room and the white balance is off and the photo looks kind of red, I can go in and play with the shadows and make them a little bit cool. The other app that I love that's free is called Google Snapseed, and I keep reading about how this is like the best photo editing app out there. I've had it for a number of years now, and I swear every time they do an update, it gets even better and better. And the reason why I love Google Snapseed is it does all the stuff that Afterlight does, but what I really like about it is that you can go in and affect just smaller parts of the picture by just using your finger as a paintbrush. So Afterlight is global. What you do, when you edit the image, it's a global change. Versus with Google Snapseed, you can actually go in and darken this little area here or lighten this little area here. And it's really fun. So sometimes you'll get a picture that looks kind of dark and messed up, and that happens to me a lot too. And what I'll do is I'll take it into both apps, edit it both ways, and see what happens. The other trick is that I always sharpen my pictures before I upload them because that always makes them look so much better. But the trick is to never over sharpen. You don't want to do it so much that the image starts looking what's called crispy. It looks weird. It doesn't look natural. So sharpen it just enough so that you get the eyes and you get the things in focus and sharp so that when you upload it online, there's always a little bit of a degradation with files when you put it up. It keeps it really crisp. So that's pretty much everything at this point. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
What's the best angle for different size pets?
What's the best angle for different size pets? So I think the best angle is whatever angle you want to do. It's so not size specific. A lot of times we tend to want to take pet photos like this just because we're taller than them, and that's a really, really cute angle to shoot, especially like if you get really close and it forces the camera to go into like a wide angle mode, and so your dog looks like it has a really big giant head or a nose, so that's always really cute. But my tip always is to try to get different points of view. So she's here right now, so what you could do is shoot her from up top, get down on your belly, shoot her from below. Sorry, she heard the tree tag crinkling. This dog, did you feed her today? I'm just kidding. Yeah, so just try different things. Like you can go this way. I mean, like the cool thing about photography is that every shot is different when you move the camera around. You're going to get a slightly different shot everywhere you go. So if I shot her this way, I get this cool wall in the back. But if I shoot her this way, now it's like a beautiful holiday scene. So vary it up. That's my tip.
Where'd you get the props from?
Where did I get the props? Target always has the best props. This is a collection of stuff I've amassed over the years. My husband hates me because I'm like a prop hoarder. But Target always has really cute stuff. I just got this year at Target. The picture of Zoe on my Instagram. She's wearing this. Amazon. I'm always on Amazon. Amazon Prime. Amazing. Get amazing stuff in your house in 2 days. But yeah, for sure, I always go to Target every year to see what they come up with because every year they have something really cute, like ears. So yeah, if your dog, again, doesn't like ears or anything, you know, just go with a cute little collar, or you could put a wreath around them. You could try wrapping them in like tinsel. You could just get one of those gift bows and stick it on their head, see if they like it.
How do you get shy pets to look at the camera?
Okay, that's a really good question. How do you get shy pets to look at the camera? My Zoe is the shyest dog you will ever meet. And this is actually more of a problem when you have a big DSLR, because when you have a big camera and the big lens and it's in their face, it looks like it's a big, giant, scary eyeball staring at them. With smartphone, you'd have less of that problem. Some dogs I know are so shy that they don't even like the smartphone. And again, it's a matter of positive reinforcement and getting them used to whatever that thing is. So if it's your DSLR or if it's your iPhone, and say if your iPhone makes a sound, you can try turning it off. The DSLR has a shutter sound to it, which unfortunately you can't get rid of. So what I do is I'll click the shutter and pay them, click the shutter and pay them. And it's about getting them comfortable around whatever that thing that's scary is, and just give him a lot of food, a lot of love, and usually they'll come around and they'll get better. I've only met one dog in 9 years that didn't want to be photographed, and it happens. Some dogs just don't hate it, and that's why I always stress keep it fun, and work with them, because if they don't like it, it's going to show in the photos, and you're going to end up just stressing your pet out.
What's a better photo, close or far away?
That's a great question, and totally up to you. So if you want to get like a really good, it depends on what the focus of the shot is. So if the reason for taking a photo for you is to get like a really good portrait, you'd probably want to go a little bit closer. If you wanted to incorporate some of the surroundings, like you wanted to get a really good holiday photo and you want to show some of your adorable decorations, you want to pull out and get a little bit wider to set the scene.
How do you get cat's eyes to not glow?
Cat's eyes glow because I'm going to guess you're using a flash maybe. So if you want to try to get a photo without your cat's eyes glowing, again, try to do natural light, try to get good window light. If they're lounging out on the couch and there happens to be good light on them, snap a shot. That's it? No more questions? All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you, Fetch Pet Care, for having me here today and sharing my tips with all your amazing followers. Thank you, Clem, for being an amazing model and being very realistic. I think you guys got to see what pet photography can end up being like. And again, you got to just stay calm, stay focused, keep it fun. Thank you so much, you guys, for your time today. I really hope that the tips today are helpful. If you want to share your shots with me, please go to my Facebook page. It's Shine Pet Photos. I would love to see the pictures you come up with. I'll post some of the shots I got of Clem today on there as well. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. And I hope you have a great, happy holiday. Bye.